Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Defense wins championships, baby. We're done. Check line 54. Line 54.
Now a give, right side. Bridges. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Now Wentz on the bootleg. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Here we go. Here we go.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
It's got to the point when we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 44 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
Working from the gun. Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. To try again after the sack. Wentz going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. From the gun, it's Wentz. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Brings up how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
It's our time. It's our time. Hard. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Go. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Mike.
Rock it. Ready?
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 50-yard line. Set up. 15, Ronnie. 15 line.
From midfield, here's Locke. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check 9. Check 26. Check 26.
You're out.
Mike 52.
Five.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play, and 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Pilot, 64, weak.
On play action, it's Wentz. They'll roll him, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
3rd down. Waiting.
Got one.
Check. Win 5-3.
Joker.
57.
Black six.
Don't go.
I'm here all day.
Now Wentz. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down.
Sack, baby! Sack!
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A give running right is counter. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
74. Bravo.
Check Mike 6. Here we go. He's checking.
On 2nd and 12. Wentz. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to run with.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Solid. Hey, Rip 5-2, out here. Hey, Charlie.
Hey, check Mike 6.
Here.
No game on this defense, no game. Mike 6. I'm on.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Flushed out right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
52. Watch 52. 52's the Mike. Check safety.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
82. Hey, dude.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Be ready. Be ready.
Throwing now is Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Jim. Switch it. Come here, switch it. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check.
To throw is Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check three. He's coming. Ram. He's coming, double up.
Wentz now to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he connects with Ertz. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 14 yards there, and an Eagle 1st down. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is counter. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Go. 180.
154. Hey, defense, back up. Give. 154.
On 1st down, Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Showing up.
Throwing is Wentz. And his his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. Third down here. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Eagles on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Again, it's Wentz. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. DeMarcus Lawrence, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Watch the whip.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. On play action, Wentz. And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting a 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Let's go.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Lock going to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point up and good by Walsh. And the lead is up to 8. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we are.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Wentz going to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll run. It's Sanders. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say, we'll see what happens. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Here's Austin. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Here's Locke to throw. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they'll go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get it.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So after a good run by Zeke, another first and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd and 9, Locke. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but now it's 3rd down. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
On the left side, it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Check 53, Mike. Come on.
On 1st down, Coleman. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Coleman now. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
On the ready.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Got it. Set. 30 base. 61. Matchbox lights.
Check.
Topper!
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
15 Lonnie. 15 Lonnie.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
Get it.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on 4th down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we have, because I think they were looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on 4th down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Play action. Now Wentz breaks a tackle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
70, Indy.
Hey, let's get in them holes. Hey, check.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
53, Mike 53.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Recon, 132 fighter. Now.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On 2nd and 9. Lock. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
Look, squeeze.
Watch the safety creep.
Look at me, zipper. Hey, exit. Let's go.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And he's got it. And he couldn't. Quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Let's go.
Complete to Noah Banks. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. It's Coleman here. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
They will run again with Coleman. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tevin Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Walsh adds the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just 1 big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're 1 big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Check Mike 6. Let's go.
81.
Mike 6.
Now Wentz. Going right side here, and that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
X3, 218, chopper. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Y'all playing the wrong.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Kill.
Go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Two Jen. Greystone, travel.
Check 24. Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike.
I smell fear.
Wentz to throw again. Well, that's complete to Sanders. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it's a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
46 down, man, 5-4.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And Sanders has got it complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now Wentz again. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Wentz now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Orbit.
Check Mike 6. Man out.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down.
Come on, fellas.
So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Working from the gun, Wentz. And it's caught. They make a good bit of that yardage back as they're set up in much better shape now for 2nd and goal.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in. Broad Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point right down the middle as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This one taken from the 7. And they're going to have very poor field position as he's out of bounds at his 7-yard line.
At their own 7-yard line.
Set.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Check.
They go to Elliott again. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it, stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
We got this.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Wentz now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there for Philly. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. From the gun, it's Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders. He scored on the ground and through the air. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter.
Hey, high 7.
Now Wentz. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. So that one will be accepted.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. They look to throw. It's Locke. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
64, ready?
Play action. Now it's locked. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Again, it's locked. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Get ready.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
Check 4.
Let's go.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Ready.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. Again, it's Elliott. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Check in. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Now lock. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Here's Coleman. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Walsh. And they will take a 7-point lead. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Back to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. That one goes for 30 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Check 52. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. 6 man. Check girls. Check girls. Kill.
They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Hey, check Mike.
Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
36. Mike, 6. You got nothing left.
He'll look to throw. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd.
Pick it up, G.
Sunday.
54. Mike, 6.
Delta.
Drop the pass. Mike, 5-4.
He's back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
54.
Hey, Steve 6.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
You're not ready. Watch time. Tight end.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
First and 10 at the 40.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Dallas, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.